Hello guys, today I'm gonna build a simple Hello World Spring Boot application by following TDD principles, test-driven development principles. I will first add a test, then run the test, then refactor the test, and repeat this process. You must have prior knowledge of Java and Spring Boot framework. If you have the knowledge, let's begin. I'm gonna create a new project using IntelliJ IDEA with Spring Initializer. I will use it. So I am creating my application Commuxel coding Hello Spring with Java version 8. Next. In this phase, I am adding some new dependencies. I'm adding Lombok to avoid some boilerplate code. I'm adding Spring Web to build a Spring RESTful application, not fully RESTful. If you need a fully RESTful application, I advise you should use Spring HTOS. Next, okay, finish. New window. Alright, our application is created. So by following TDD approach, I need to add a new test now. I will add an integration test. Integration tests are written to see a system works correctly end to end. Since this system, the integration test will be done end to end, we will need to load all of the Spring application context. So we will use at extent with annotation with Spring extension. We will tell JUnit 5 we will use Spring with JUnit, and we will use Spring Boot test application test annotation. This annotation will load all of the Spring Boot application into the integration test class into the test configuration, more correctly, to simulate HTTP client requests. We will use a test REST template bundled with Spring Boot starter test. Let's create our first test with a test annotation public void test when success hello get. Okay. While writing test, we will use 3 phases: arrange, act, and assert. In these phases, in the arrange phase, we will make some initializations. In the act part, we will make the request using test REST template. Get for entity returns a response entity class. Get for entity makes a get request, HTTP get request to the server. Hello pet. Hello name. Okay. And we will have a response, hello response, I should say, hello response class. So our response is a response entity, hello response. Then in the assert part, we will use assert equals method, assert equals static method from JUnit 5. Okay, from JUnit, as you can see, response will have status code. So we will check that status code is as is expected. HTTP status, okay. And we have one more assert equals. I will copy and paste some code to statement. I should say statement. Response will have body. So and body will have a statement. And the statement is string statement. Statement is a string. Again, string not format. Hello. Name. Okay. We have statement. We didn't create hello response class. So let's create that. I will use Lombok to avoid the boilerplate codes. Getter and setter. Okay. Let's add an attribute called statement to the response. Okay. As you can see, we wrote a test right now. We need to run that test. If we run the test, what would it be? So my computer is making a little noise. I'm sorry for that. And we have not found. Because we have no controller. We need to create the controller. So let's create the controller. Okay, controller class and hello controller. I should say hello controller. Okay. This will be a REST controller, and I will add a method public response entity. It will return a response entity with hello, okay, hello. That variable string name. This method will be a HTTP status get method at get mapping, and as a pet variable, it will take a name, as you can see now. It takes a name as a pet variable and return null. Okay, let's run the test again. If we run the test, we will get a null pointer exception. Before ahead, I need to say that yes, we got null pointer exception because we returned null. It's so easy. We saw the test failed, and we need to write code to make the test success. So we will return a new response entity, and we will return an HTTP status okay, and run again. The test running the test takes long time because Spring Boot test loads all of the application context. So when we look at that, you can see that in this line we got a null pointer exception. The reason that the body of the response is null, so we need to add a body. Normally we will implement the business logic. So it's not recommended to implement the business logic in the controller layer, but for now I will do that. After that we will refactor the code if the test passes. Okay, we will create an hello response eşittir hello response equals hello response builder.build. Okay, we will have a statement string dot format hello. Okay, response. If we run the test again, okay, you can see it's a success. For now, we can stop here. We saw that we have a successful test, and we will continue to refactor and add the new tests in the next series in the next episode of the series. So take care of yourself, be safe. Thank you so much.